Hi, today I'm going to share with you my favorite group class I have ever taken. And I'm actually going to break this into two different classes. It's a close tie. And the first one that was my favorite was at an IDSF competition where they had workshops after the comp, which I highly recommend. If you can sign up for any privates or workshops or dance camps after these major international competitions, definitely do so. Totally worth the investment. Anyway, I saw a presentation by a German coach named Wolfgang Opitz, who had flown in from Germany to judge this comp. And I can't even remember what the published topic was on this workshop, but it was the best advice I have ever received in the history of my ballroom dance lessons, which was, do not waste your time preparing to win. Prepare to lose, because in competition you will lose, and you will lose repeatedly, over and over and over again. But over time you will improve, and eventually you will win. But it takes a great deal of patience and perseverance and endurance. And that lesson has come to fruition in my life time after time after time. And I've seen it in lives of every other professional championship ballroom dancer I have ever seen. No one wins their way to the top 100% of the time. It doesn't happen. We all start from the base and we grind our way up that ladder, and suddenly you look around and find, wow, I'm actually pretty okay. So that was certainly the best workshop I've ever attended. Okay, my favorite group class I've ever attended were comp rounds that my own coaches would run in New York City. And comp rounds, it's where you you show up with a group of competitors and you have someone DJing all of the competition dances, and they just do it like a regular kind of pretend competition where you'd have the correct order and tempo and length of songs, and you all have a mock competition on the floor where you run your rounds together. It's excellent practice, excellent mental workout, excellent physical workout to run through a competition experience. But because this was run by our coaches, we would show up at the studio, and it was when it wasn't booked, so we didn't share the floor space. So literally like midnight in the middle of Manhattan, we would all tootle down there and meet at this studio. And there was a number of couples, depended on the night, but anywhere from 3 to 10 couples. And these were all taking from that top professional couple in the country. So these are all national finalists, semi-finalists. So it's the same people we're on the comp floor with in real comps. And they're all great dancers. And we would run the rounds together. And then the super fun part for me was actually our coaches in between rounds would surprise us with, okay, you dance with you partner with you, and they would swap the dancers around. So we would have to run rounds with someone that was not our partner. And this was so interesting and accomplish a number of things. Firstly, obviously hones your ability as lead and follow, so that you don't keep on reinforcing each other's mistakes. Number 2, it helps you appreciate your partner, because everyone dances differently and you don't realize how comfortable it is dancing with your partner until you do dance with someone else, even someone that's an incredible world rank championship level dancer. Number 3, it's kind of fun to test drive different dancers, especially when they're all elite level dancers, and intellectually fascinating for me to experience how different each of these couples danced. Each of these leads danced very differently all beautifully and unique, but definitely not cookie cutters, which indicates to me that ballroom dancing isn't like pumping out Ford cars from a factory. Each couple is unique in their mechanics, in their height, in their weight, in their balance, and in where their center of gravity is. And it really makes it different for each person and each coupling how you're going to dance together to functionally make it work the best. So that's definitely was my favorite group classes I ever took. And certainly those were also my most helpful in my ballroom dance life, both as a competitor going up the ranks and as a professional watching my own students go up the ranks. And then just as a dancer in partnering and learning how to teach people effectively. So hope that's been interesting. And if you've had a favorite group class or workshop experience, I would love to hear that in the comments below so we can all learn from that. And especially me as a teacher, I can learn from that and hopefully provide the most exciting, positive, helpful experiences for my students in my own workshops and group classes that I offer. So thanks for joining me today. Hope that was interesting. Bye, guys.